Good evening, everybody, and welcome to another edition of our Meet the Caps video series. Tonight we have as our guest Nick Blyth. So Nick, thanks very much for joining us. I really appreciate you spending some time with us. Now, what we're going to do, Nick, we'll just take a little bit of a walk through history with you and learn a little bit about your background and some of the hockey you've played in the past, and also some of the other interests that you may have. So first, let's start off with, where did you play hockey last year?
Last year I played for the Pee Wee AAA Canadians.
Okay, and how did that go?
We're pretty good. We had a pretty great season.
Excellent. And before that, you played Pee Wee AAA first year, I think, as well. Did you not?
No, I played AA back in Grand Lake.
You played for Grand Lake. Okay. Now, I think it's good for our viewers to know that Nick is a very dedicated hockey player. And just tell us a little bit, how do you get to Fredericton Junction? Like, how long does it take you to get from home to here every practice, every game?
For every practice and every game, we usually go through Ripples and Ormuckto.
Okay.
It usually takes up to an hour and a half to an hour and 45 minutes.
Okay, so it's been quite amazing to see the dedication this year for all that work you've done driving back and forth. And so, as people probably know, we practice typically Tuesday and Wednesday nights, and it's usually from 7:10 to 8:30. So it's a good 10 o'clock or 10:30 night for you before you even get home, and then of course you might have homework after that. So it's a long haul.
Yeah.
Well, thanks for all the dedication you've put into making practice, because I know it's obviously you must have quite an interest in playing for this team, because you're willing to do that travel. That's fantastic. All right, so tell me a little bit about hockey and generally speaking. Who's your favorite NHL team?
My favorite NHL team is the Toronto Maple Leafs.
Maple Leafs fan, okay. Any particular players on the Maple Leafs that you like more than others? Or?
I like Phil Kessel, but my favorite player is Martin St. Louis.
Martin St. Louis, okay. He's an awesome player, and we've had a few people mention him that they like him a lot. He's a great example for many players, because he's not a typical hockey player. He's a little smaller guy, but he's had a great career and he's done really well. I know you, at least people have told me that you are into a lot of sports. So tell me a little bit about some of your interests outside of hockey in the sporting world.
I like to play lots of soccer and badminton.
Okay.
I also play volleyball and basketball for my school.
You do? Okay. So all those sports. Now, you mentioned badminton?
Yep.
So tell me a little bit about badminton. There's a few guys that have mentioned that they're badminton players. So how does that help you in hockey, do you think?
It's good for your cardio. You're running a lot.
Yes, right.
Yeah.
And probably hand-eye coordination as well, I would think, eh?
Yeah.
So you mentioned, so you play a few different sports. Do you have what would be your next favorite sport after hockey?
I'd have to say soccer.
Soccer,
Yeah.
okay. And where do you play soccer in the summertime?
I don't play in the summertime. I just play when school starts. They have
So for the school team?
Yep.
Okay, awesome. So you've played all these sports, and I know you've played hockey for most of your life, I'm sure. Do you have a favorite, or can you maybe tell us about a favorite sporting experience that you have had?
I have a few, like just winning tournaments and going to provincials. It's pretty great.
Okay.
Yep.
Now, you've played in spring hockey, I know, for a number of years. Tell us a little bit about spring hockey. Which team have you been playing for?
I've been playing for the 98V Reds.
Okay. So Andrew Bro's the coach of that team?
Yep.
And where have you kind of gone with that team traveling? Because you guys travel quite far and wide with that team, right?
We went to Montreal and Quebec, and we go to Boston.
Down into the U.S. playing there as well?
Yep.
So you've probably had some lots of good experiences doing that as well?
Yep.
All right. So tell me about the day of the game. What do you do on the day of the game to get ready to play?
Usually on a day of a game, I listen to some music, and I wake up and I usually eat eggs.
Okay.
That's what I have for breakfast.
So that's your pregame meal is eggs?
Yep.
Eggs and toast or something like that?
Yeah.
Okay. And your mom makes that for you?
Yep.
Awesome. Okay, so that's your pregame routine. And what do you do kind of right just before game time? What do you like to do? Like some of the guys like to be in the room and just have the music going. Some like to get out of that and maybe walk the hallways. Do you have anything in particular you like to do right before game time?
I just like to listen to the music and close my eyes and focus.
Okay, nice. So you enjoy being around the guys in the room and that sort of thing. Very good. All right, so you mentioned eggs. What other meals are kind of amongst your favorite things to eat?
I like hot wings.
Hot wings?
Chicken fingers.
Okay.
Yeah.
Any particular place you like to go and have those?
I like to go to Boston Pizza.
Boston Pizza.
For the hot wings, yeah.
Well, it's kind of interesting you mentioned Boston Pizza. Coach Mike Gillingham was just telling me that his wife used to work for the Boston Pizza organization. She was involved in marketing with them in Nova Scotia and in New Brunswick as well. So great organization, Boston Pizza, and obviously some great food there as well. So that's a nice place to go have a meal, I'm sure. Okay, can you tell us any kind of an unusual fact about yourself?
Well, I was born on Friday the 13th.
Born on Friday the 13th. Wow. So, no, we just had a Friday the 13th last week. So, is it a good lucky day for you, really? Being born on the 13th is
Just any normal day, I guess.
just any normal day for you. So, are you superstitious at all?
A little bit.
Do you have any hockey superstitions? Anything you like to do with your equipment or your stick or skates? Anything at all?
Usually I get dressed a certain way, but if I'm not scoring or playing good, I change that up.
Switch it up?
Yep.
Okay. Anything to do with your stick at all that you like to change or?
No, I just like to keep the stick the same.
Stick the same way. Okay, very good. Now, what do you do in your spare time when you're not playing sports, you're not playing hockey or one of the school sports?
I usually hang out with my friends and shit.
Okay.
Or I go watch another school sport.
Okay, very good. Anything you like to watch on TV?
I like to watch hockey.
Hockey? Yeah, lots of guys like that, I'm sure. So you like Sportsnet and shows like that, or you like hockey games themselves?
Yeah, I like Sportsnet. I like 2.5 Men too.
Now, if you were going to go watch a sporting event today and it wasn't hockey, what would be the next most likely thing that you would watch on TV for sports?
Probably soccer.
Soccer as well.
Yep.
Okay, very good. Now, tell us a little bit about, you like to listen to music, you've mentioned that. So any particular favorite music groups or performers?
No, usually before a game I listen to Eminem, but I don't really have any favorite.
Okay. Well, we've had a few people mention Eminem. So.
Yeah, I like to listen to country too.
Country music as well?
Yep.
Nice. All right. Now, if you could meet anybody in the world, so if we could bring anyone in here to meet you, living or dead, who would you like to meet? What would be kind of an interesting person for you?
I'd probably like to meet Sidney Crosby.
Sidney Crosby. Very nice. Actually, we've asked this question to a few people. No one's mentioned that, but I would like to meet Sidney myself. Obviously, he's had an incredible career. A little bit tough right now with his concussion situation, but let's hope he gets back and continues to play because hockey's just a better place with him playing for sure. Now, if we could give you 2 tickets to any sporting event in the world, and you could go anywhere in the world and watch it, what sporting event would you like to see?
I would like to go to the World Juniors.
The World Juniors. Now, would you like to see, say, next year's, or would you like to go back in time and see one that's already been played?
I'd like to probably go next year, go to the finals.
Yes, okay.
Canada will be there next year.
Yeah, let's hope. Let's hope they have a good year next year. All right. Well, Nick, we've had a pretty good year so far. I know everybody's having a lot of fun. And I just want to say best of luck for the rest of the year, and thanks very much for spending time with us today.
Thank you.
All right.